If this lands in your spirit, it's yours. If it's not, it's for another soul. Kindly slide on by. I had a dream where I found myself walking back towards the job I had just quit. The place where, not long ago, I told everyone I'm going to achieve everything. The halls looked the same, but something in me had changed. As I moved toward the locker room, a wave of realization hit me. I don't even work here anymore. Then I began to hear the voices, most of the coworkers murmuring, mocking my dreams, laughing at what I once declared with fire in my eyes. The words stung for a moment until I remembered why I had left. It wasn't anger, it wasn't pride, it was clarity. I had been surrounded by a mindset chained to scarcity, a place where growth was a rumor, not a value. That realization brought a quiet peace. I didn't argue, didn't defend, didn't explain. I just turned, walked out, and disappeared, not in defeat, but in reclamation. Later, the scene shifted, my dream shifted. I was outside, light shifting across an open courtyard lined with vendors. I was with a woman, gentle, purposeful energy beside me. She was searching for something, and I was simply there, keeping her company. A merchant approached and showed us two baskets. Inside were small, oval-shaped gems and crystals, each wrapped in cloth, neatly sewn with care. Threads and needles still poked through, in places tiny reminders that the work wasn't finished yet. I lifted one. The crystals had holes running through them, deliberate openings as if they were meant to be connected, to be strung together, to become part of something greater. I remember thinking they weren't perfect, but they were real, handcrafted, waiting to be joined in purpose. That was the feeling that lingered, the quiet understanding that everything precious in life carries both polish and imperfection, both softness and the mark of being made. So I asked Spirit for a card from Tarot deck. What does this dream mean? And I got the Three of Wands. Notable quote. This is the season of becoming. There comes a time when the path behind you starts calling your name. Not because you belong there, but because you've outgrown its echo. You find yourself walking back towards a familiar gate. The one that once defined your days. As you step closer, the air feels heavier, the voice is tighter. Same routine circling like the ghosts of comfort. And suddenly, you remember, you don't work here anymore. This is not your home now. The doors of the old life are only dream doors. They open not to welcome you back, but to let you see how far you traveled. Voices that mock your dreams, they were never your enemies. They were mirrors of everything inside you that still doubted your power to begin again. They were the residue of collective fear, the human reflex to shrink from the unknown, but you stand still. You don't fight, don't explain, don't argue, because silence is not weakness, it's renewal. Disappearing is not hiding, it's choosing presence elsewhere. When you walk away without defense, you are not rejecting people, you are releasing an energy pattern that can no longer work. That is what the universe calls no more. The quiet recentering after a storm of comparison, the elegance of simply withdrawing from what no longer nurtures you. Going with the Three of Wands, carrying your gaze toward the next horizon, where vision becomes motion. Growth does not always look like applause. Sometimes it looks like a single step taken off the stage where everyone else is still performing the whole play. And then another vision rises, one softer, yet more alive. You are standing in an open air marketplace with a woman beside you, a reflection of receptive energy, intuition, creation. You're not in charge here. You're simply present, observing. Around you are baskets filled with oval gems and crystals, each wrapped carefully in fabric. Every stone bears a hole, a space that says, I am not perfect, but I am useful. A space waiting to be threaded, connected. The merchant doesn't shout. There's no selling, no convincing. And there it is, the new economy of spirit. Not the marketplace of competition, but the circle of exchange. Worth is crafted, not claimed. The universe whispers through the needles, still sticking out, through the gentle sameness for the artisan's table of becoming. You're not mass produced potential. You're hand stitched destiny. Every moment of discomfort is a stitch. Every doubt you release becomes thread. And one day, all those imperfect gems will be sewn together into the garment of your calling. The mockers will fade into the wind behind you, for they teach no longer. They echo nothing in your body now. Your power is measured by how gracefully you walk away from what once defined you, and how quietly you enter the spaces where authentic work begins. The universe is not praising your departure, it's acknowledging your right. You are not leaving to prove something, you are leaving to participate in creation again. Remember, you don't have to explain yourself to those who stop listening. When you started dreaming, you don't have to glitter to show your gem. You just have to stay open enough for the light to pass through. Growth is not noise, it's craftsmanship. Not all work is visible, but all devotion leaves a trace. So walk in your quiet expansion. Be the one who sees possibility where others see endings. This is the era of the self-crafted soul. And as the Three of Wands reminds you, the horizon is not something you chase. It's something that unfolds as you keep walking. The universe is saying here, do not return to prove your worth, return only to bless